All right, let's get right to it and talk about that chance for some snow tomorrow. Looks like we've got another system headed our way that's going to create a bit of an inconvenience for some of you out there starting tomorrow morning for the morning commute and continuing throughout the day. Lots of school districts already closing, and it's certainly not a bad idea considering the fact that perhaps some of the roads are going to be a little bit on the messy side throughout the morning and afternoon. Let's get right to it and show you what's going on now. Radar-wise, we're dry. Now, even though you see a little purple over on the eastern shore, that is not reaching the ground. The atmosphere in the low levels is still dry, so anything that falls through the atmosphere ends up evaporating before it reaches the ground. But in the process of doing that, what it's doing is moistening up the low levels, and we're going to get to the point where some of the snow is actually going to start reaching the ground. And this is the batch that we're waiting for that should arrive in far western Maryland after midnight and then gradually track towards our area by tomorrow morning. Winter weather advisory in effect. All the counties you see in purple here, winter storm warning out towards western Allegheny, Garrett County. That is for the potential for significant snowfall accumulations out that way. Blowing snow and below zero wind chills out towards far western Maryland. Temperatures across the state, upper 20s, low to mid 30s. Got some 40s down in far southern Maryland right now, but we're expecting, again, temperatures to be right at or just a little bit below freezing at the onset of the snow, which should occur sometime 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning here in Baltimore. And then by the morning rush hour, we are expecting widespread snow continuing through mid to late morning and into the mid-afternoon hours before tapering off. All as a result of a storm system to the west here. The main body of it is back towards the west, but we're starting to get some of this development out ahead of it. And this snow that you see developing through Kentucky and parts of West Virginia and Ohio is what's going to be spreaded our way. So I showed this to you earlier. The start time for far western Maryland, 1 to 3 a.m. That's out in the yellow there. Western Allegheny, parts of Garrett County getting the orange here, 3 to 5 a.m. Get closer to Baltimore, we're talking about 5 to 7 a.m. Same thing for the eastern shore, northeast Maryland, and southern parts of the state. So specifically here in Baltimore, 2 to 4 a.m., we're going to start to see that snow develop. It's going to start pushing in from the west and spread across our area. Once it does start falling, it will stick to the roads readily as temperatures are cold enough for that. But we do expect that widespread snow to continue 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. The sweet spot for the heaviest snow is likely going to be between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning through about noon in the afternoon. So there's going to be a real small window there for some of those heavier snowfall rates. The snow coverage should decrease afternoon into the evening hours. The roads are still going to be slushy, but then as that cold front moves through, we expect the snow to come to an end. It's going to get a lot colder, and we're expecting perhaps a refreeze into tomorrow night. Futurecast, again, showing temps tomorrow morning into the upper 20s to around 30, with the snow making its way into the region through 9, 10, 11 o'clock. Snow continues across the area. And then again, it looks like as we go into the afternoon, the snow will begin tapering off. As far as the Baltimore area is concerned, over on the eastern shore, we're talking about areas just off to the south here, including Easton over towards Federalsburg. There's about 1 inch of snow. A little bit farther towards the north through Kent, Queen Anne's County, through southern sections of AA County. We're looking at 1 to 2 inches. Around the Baltimore area, 2 to 3 inches. Highest totals, though, up towards Cecil and Harford County, where we could see upwards of 5 inches there, and along the PA border through northern Baltimore County, northern Harford, as well as Carroll County. And again, we're expecting slow travel here. Maybe get a little mix in the south. That's why we're expecting slightly lower totals there. A mix of rain, that is, that will cut down on the snow totals. Now, we've gotten a lot of folks out in Cumberland and Hagerstown wondering, well, how about us? They do watch us. So, hey, we appreciate you tuning in. So we've made a graphic for you guys. 3 to 5 inches of snow here, Washington County out towards Allegheny County, towards sections of, Allegheny County west of Cumberland. And then once you get west of Cumberland out towards the Allegheny front and into Garrett County, that's where the big totals start showing up, especially out towards Deep Creek Lake. We're talking about 12 plus there, potentially 8 to 12 for most of Garrett County. But generally a 3 to 5 in snowfall total from Cumberland eastward towards Hagerstown. As far as the panicometer is concerned, we're talking about you want to allow extra time, not quite bread and milk, but in that allow extra time frame there. So for this snowstorm, not looking like it's going to be a huge deal, but it will be an inconvenience for some of you. As far as the Ravens game on Saturday, behind the snow, we've got cold air pouring in. Wind chills will be in the low teens and single digits throughout the game. Make sure you bundle up. Fourth quarter, we're looking at readings right around 20. First alert, 7-day forecast. The alert day continues for Saturday because of the low wind chills and cold. Sunshine, though, in the forecast Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then back to near 50 by this time next week. Rick, back to you.